Day 4, let's get it! Thankfully, snow didn't get too heavy overnight. It seemed to stop collecting, so that was a relief. We were still pretty cold, and I appreciated hot food and water so much.
Feeling good. We're kind of freezing.
Casual.
Yeah, it's casual.
The morning sun spanned across the canyon and reminded me just how nice it is here. Cal led us through a penguin dance to help warm us for the day. We initially hiked out of the campsite together. We were leaving Armstrong Canyon and were headed toward Natural Bridges National Monument.
Got it. And I think the problem out west is people kind of just go crazy with them and make them where they are and throw people off, but this is clearly a thoughtful thing.
Was this Game of Thrones? Cause winter was coming, y'all. As it snowed, it became more and more slippery, so we had to mind our steps and the edge. As we hiked, we learned about indigenous history in the land we were traversing. We talked about and spotted dwellings as we hiked through, and how we shouldn't exactly show where the dwellings are to help preserve their locations, and most definitely should not physically try to enter such sacred historical spaces.
Nice job, we're doing it.
This is epic, y'all. Happy Tuesday.
At one point, we split up into our two hiking teams. The snow was definitely getting thick, with 2 C's. I definitely didn't expect this kind of scenery here. And then it kind of hailed? The snow got a little bit, went to these small little marbles. Each time we stopped, of course, we got more cold. So we tried to keep ourselves fueled with snacks. A lot of snacks. Spoonfuls of peanut butter became my favorite. As well as Sour Patch Hits for that little glucose boost and motivation. Dancing always helps keep you warm. Foot care was extremely important. Each hiking team always had a foot kit. We definitely had to make sure we told each other when we needed a break for foot care, whether it meant blisters forming or sprained ankles. We made it to Kachina Bridge, and the sun came out. Through this park, of course, there were actually signs we could follow.
It just says we're going this way is right, and then that way is right too. Woo!
But that doesn't mean the trail was marked like what I'm used to. No paint markers or dotted line on the landscape, so we still had to use our map.
It's just there too, it's like nowhere else. Marker, cool.
Thankfully, Megan was such an awesome navigator. Look! The heel! We were heading toward now Owachomo Bridge. Parking lot seemed tempting. Hitching a ride seemed cool for a hot second.
Okay. Yeah. Wild, right? Two hands on the handrail. Wow. You okay? Intense. Yep. Yeah. Let's go.
And then, Owachomo Bridge!
Don't we all though? What up? Whoa! What? Hey, check that out! Nice! Wow. That's pretty awesome. Dude, that's phenomenal. This looks really cool.
We tried to avoid getting our feet wet as best as possible, but sometimes it was unavoidable, especially if the water went above our ankles. I was pretty exhausted by the time we got to camp. I'm most definitely sure I crawled to get to the top of this plateau for our campsite. Thank goodness the other team had graciously set up camp and started cooking already. I couldn't wait for my quesadilla. We had a planned layover day the next day, so that everyone could take some time to relax and do some much needed self-care, laundry. We also found out that we were going to be making backcountry pizza tomorrow. Let's go!